Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. Boy, I've been trying to record this video for quite some time. I've been having some technical challenges, but all right, let's see if we can get this video done right now. Seeing? All right, so knock up the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Free and easy ways to support. We're going to talk about the Reggae Boyz U20. We're going to talk about Cavaliers and Waterhouse in the Caribbean Cup Club Championship, and we're going to talk a bit about Kaheem Parris as well. So for starters, I watched the second half of the Cavaliers game. Didn't get a chance to watch the first half. From what I heard from more than one person, it seems as if the first half was even worse than the second half, and if that was the case, boy, this game was not a good reflection on Cavaliers at all. They would have lost 3-2 to a team from Haiti. Don't remember the name of the team right now, but that team would have beaten them 3-2. Big shout out to Webster. He had two good finishes in the game. But apart from those two moments, from what I saw and from what I heard and from highlights as well, Cavaliers never really seemed to have did anything much in the game. They were poor. As I said, I watched the second half. Didn't miss the first half, unfortunately, but from what I heard, the first half was even worse. Look, I am not the biggest fan of a long ball, direct style of play, but with that being said, it bad and not so bad if it is done in an organized manner and a manner that is more palatable, so to speak, right? So if you have a target man striker finding pockets of space to win the first ball and having a team playing in attacking transition after the second ball, then if it's done in an organized manner, you see the patterns of play, so to speak. I can understand and I'm not gonna really fight that. But this kick and run business that Cavalier was playing yesterday was just completely unacceptable, right? Literally a kick and run ball game. Cavaliers was playing yesterday, which is just ridiculous. And this is supposed to be one of the passing teams in the JPL. Disorganized, disoriented, all over the place. Is it a case that this team from Haiti that they would have faced would have been just better than anything they have played in the JPL, and the challenge was just so strong, right, that they were struggling to build out from the back, so they had to abandon the game plan of short passing out from the back and just end up going long. Just long, aimless balls out from the back, man. Yo, it was terrible, man, terrible. On the flip side, Waterhouse would have had a decent showing also against another Haitian team as well, right? They would have won their game 2-0. A lot of people aren't the biggest fans of Waterhouse style of play either, because it does include some directness as well. Me personally, I don't have an issue with it, because to be fair, Waterhouse, yes, it does have some direct patterns of play, but it is patterns of play. It is organized and done in an organized way, not kick and run football, right? And, Waterhouse would have had a good performance. They would have had a good performance. They were the better team, right? And they had a good result against their opponent last night. After taking the lead, I think they managed the game very well, right? And I think they really impressed. Me personally, they looked good. They looked like a team that could qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League. But it is one game, so we have to bear that in mind. Let us continue to see the progress of this Waterhouse team. I hear a lot of people knocking the fitness and the physical conditioning of the players. Guys, this is nothing new. Whenever our teams go up against international opponents, the fitness and physical conditioning of our players is always shown up. Right? So, but again, Waterhouse doing well. their opponent was playing a very physical game as well. So they would have gotten a red card in the second half. But you know, Waterhouse were the better team, so credit to them from start to finish. They were the better team. We wish both teams all the best. Hopefully both teams can qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League. Honestly, God go with Cavaliers because boy, them not look like, based on what we saw in yesterday's game, it not look like they are going to be qualifying. But let us see how Waterhouse gets on, you know, later on, you know, in the competition. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the U20s. Boy, all right, you see this on screen right now. I would have received this last night, and this is the training squad for the I think it's supposed to be taking place, yeah man, the 16th. So this camp is supposed to be taking place from the 16th to the 20th, I believe. And you know, you see the names on your screen of all the players who are supposed to be involved in this particular camp. Some overseas new additions that I'm seeing: Zion Scarlett from Columbus Crew, and that is the Columbus Crew Academy. I am also seeing Justin Francis from, well, this thing from the JFF is saying that Justin Francis plays for Fortuna Dusseldorf. My research is saying that the player plays for Fortuna Cologne, right? So, I don't know if I'm me wrong or I don't know if the federation wrong, but from what I see, the player is not at Dusseldorf. He's in the youth ranks at Fortuna Cologne. We see Matthew Taylor from Atlanta United Academy. Right, we see Julian Davidson from FC Malaga City, which is an academy. From my research, this is an academy in Spain, right? And we see Jaden Anderson from Sheridan Bruins, which seems to be a collegiate team in the US as well. Right, so your usual suspects are here: the Devante Campbells, the Ziminis, you know, Big Nell has been taking part in this as well. Good to see the return of the Phoenix players. You know, Dujon Whisper Richards, a player that I have a lot of time for. Don Hugh Mitchell as well from Phoenix Football Academy. So this is the list on your screen as well. You can take a look at it. Boy, guys, I don't know if you guys believe in God, you know, but I think it's time we start praying for this U20 team, you know. I think it's time we start praying for this U20 team. By the way, one player that I missed out as well, Matthew Baker, a new addition as well. This is saying that he plays for the same team as Kamali Powell in the German 6th tier. Guys, hit me up in the comment section. Is Matthew Baker playing for this club? Because from, I don't know, in doing research, I stumbled across another Matthew Baker playing for another club, you know. So hit me up in the comment section and let me know if that is correct. But yeah, so, you know, we need to pray for this U20 team, guys. This whole thing is just disorganized. It's just, boy, I don't know if it's it. People always accuse the vloggers of being negative, but guys, me personally, I'm not trying to be deliberately negative. We have to be real and objective and report what we are seeing and give you our honest opinion and our honest views. This thing is just all over the place, disorganized, 11th hour last minute preparation sort of a thing. You know, the head coach is currently at the CONCACAF Club Championship. Boy, I don't know. What I'm hearing coming out of this U20 setup is, if it is true, it is just not good, right? But, you know, we're praying for the U20s and we wish them all the best. I want to share something with you guys quick and fast. The rankings for the CONCACAF U20 teams. Now, this ranking has our rivals in the group: Honduras, it's on your screen right now. Honduras, which is in our group, is in 4th. Costa Rica, which is in our group, is at 5th. Jamaica is ranked 12th, and the team where everybody believe are going to be the beating stick, Antigua and Barbuda, they are 13th. I'm not saying Antigua is going to be a beating stick, and I'm saying what people are saying. You guys know top 3 advance from the group. I don't know the metrics that CONCACAF uses to determine these rankings. I am just the messenger. Honduras is ranked 4th in CONCACAF U20 men's. Costa Rica ranked 5th. Jamaica 12th. And Antigua is just 1 spot behind us in 13th. So, you know, we're going up against teams that are ranked above us in the rankings and teams that are far better prepared than us. Antigua as well is just 1 spot behind us. So let us see how this thing turns out. The schedule was recently announced as well. So let me give you guys the schedule as well. You guys are seeing it on screen right now, right? So what is taking place? Jamaica is gonna play Costa Rica in the first game on Saturday, June the 18th, and this is at 1800 hours Eastern Standard Time, right? And the next game is against Honduras in their home. Honduras the tournament is being played in Honduras. So we're playing Honduras on Monday, June the 20th at 22:30 Eastern Standard Time. Right, this is Army time I'm quoting, guys. And the last game is Jamaica versus Antigua on Wednesday, June the 22nd at 1800 Eastern Standard Time. Now, me personally, I'm very happy that we are playing Antigua last. We're playing the relatively easiest team in the group last. Top 3 goes through. By then, because of the poor preparation, we'd have had 2 games under our belt as well already. So hopefully that will, get some sort of a rhythm going for that final 3rd game, and we can, at the very least, even if I don't know if we'll win the first 2 games, but it will be a tough outing for the young Reggae Boyz for sure. But at the very least, we're playing Antigua last. We'd have had some games under our belt. We can set a bomb and get a good result against Antigua. All right, so the last topic, we're talking Kaheem Parris. News would have broke on the weekend that Kaheem Parris would have signed a 2-year contract extension, right, with FC Kappa, his team in Slovenia. Guys, the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make sense to me personally. Seeing it I've never seen, make no sense. I've never seen a young player in Kaheem Parris' position who would have had a relatively successful campaign under his belt with 1 season left on his contract. From my understanding, this player is looking to go to a higher level, make the step, make the jump to another level, and he's signing a contract extension when they have 1 year left on him contract. This don't make no sense to me personally. The only people that this seems to benefit is FC Kappa and his agent. Look, I don't know the particulars of this deal. I am on the outside looking in, but I just cannot imagine a scenario where this makes sense. Obviously, this is a move by the club because they want to get a lot of money for Kaheem Parris, right? It benefits the agent because the bigger the pie, the bigger his slice. Seen? However, this will just make it harder for Parris to get, especially not only to get a move, but to get an ideal move, right? Look, I watched some of Kaheem Parris' games in Slovenia, right? When it comes to the run of play, Kaheem Parris would have performed exceptionally well. Here's the problem though. He is 22 years old. He's not 19, he's not 18, he's not 20. He's 22 years old, right? So he's on the older side of a young player. 2, his stats, 10 goals and 3 assists in 30-odd games, is not, while his performances were exceptional, his stats are decent. they are not exceptional. And stats are very important for forwards, right? Is it going to be a case where the money that is going to be asked of whatever club pursues Kaheem Parris is going to be so much that them are going to say, boy, the age and the stats is a deterrent? His stats are not exceptional, and that is a stats, especially for a forward, is a major factor in how clubs see you as a player and see your quality and judge your quality. And his stats is not exceptional, and he is 22 years old on the older side of what is deemed to be a young player, right? They are going to, basically, this move by Copper is to command more money for him and will make it harder for him to get a move. And a player like Kaheem Parris, in the situation that Kaheem Parris is in, is not, with the stats and with his age, is not a player that you strike a hard bargain with. This is not the type of scenario to be thinking you have a lot of leverage at the negotiating table. They have leverage for sure, but do they have as much leverage as they think they have, given the player's stats and the player's age? Who knows? I don't like the look of it. I don't think he should have signed the contract extension, but I am on the outside looking in. So guys, you know, that's my 2 cents. Knock up like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.